You will be given a test to determine your ability to withstand shock.
Well, look who's here.
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
Do you feel up to it?
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
Rated X.
Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Watching? Join three friends while we destroy our mental health one movie at a time. I'm Chris, and this is my goddess, Lisa.
Hello.
Really moving up in the world.
I know, right? I'm a goddess now.
Bitch wife to goddess is quite the leap.
Yeah. And then we have
Amateur sounder.
amateur sounder extraordinaire, Bo.
That's me. I'll sound you, but not well.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I haven't had much experience with sounding until this movie.
I haven't either. I'm not one to kink shame, but that's not one of mine. So,
Yeah, well, and I was going to say, I think usually the thing that they use is smaller.
Well, and
like
it's also
a giant fucking screwdriver.
I would assume from what I've witnessed so far in my sexual escapades that it's also inserted with significantly less force.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. There's probably some extremists out there who they want it in there and they want it now.
Dude,
Maybe.
I'd probably take something in my butt before my pee hole.
I would
guarantee.
Well, I'm real gay, but I would absolutely, even if I wasn't gay, even if I had never bottomed in my life, I'd be like, no, let's put it in the butt, not the urethra.
Yeah. Yeah.
No contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not a very hot take.
No. There's a pleasure source in one of those holes, and it's not the front hole.
Hey, never know until you try, I guess.
I'll never know. That said, I will watch every sounding video I see, though, because I am curious. I've watched a lot.
Yeah.
It still hasn't aroused any interest in me, but
I have
not watched any. But I have seen the little tool things.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa, what the fuck are you watching?
That was so he cuts out all the she-mail porn.
Yeah.
She-mail's
Saving
probably
that
not
for
appropriate.
For the
what the fuck
Patreon.
are you fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that bonus content.
Boner content.
Yeah.
You know,
Bonus boner content.
Lisa, I got news for you. Turns out... You heard it here first.
He likes them flat-chested and hairy now.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
What the fuck are you watching, Lisa?
Yeah. I'm watching American Guinea Pig Sacrifice.
Sort of a misnomer, that.
I think it's
American
kind of
guinea
like not really American Guinea Pig or something, but that's what we're going with.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Chris said last time that a group of Italian filmmakers made this, and then our progenitor of the American franchise was like, hey, can I have this for money? And everyone said, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Biro went and...
Mr. Biro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Mr. Eye-hole fucking fetish guy.
He do be on it.
Well, I don't think he's... I think you're referring to Satoru Agura.
Yeah, probably. He was definitely more into the eyeball
fucking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was an inherited fetish.
Anyway, yeah, so what they did, the Italian guys, the original title was Like a Guinea Pig.
Oh, okay.
And
I like it.
The owner of the American Guinea Pig series catches wind and it's like, nuh-uh. They end up finishing the movie and they send it to Stephen Biro and say, hey, check this out. And I guess Biro ends up liking it and buys it from them. And we have a new American Italian guinea pig. So this one's directed by Poison Rouge.
I put in my notes, protagonist then walks home / opening credits, mostly a Poison Rouge tribute, but still. Is that helpful?
It works.
I read Poison Rouge on the screen probably about 6 times.
Yeah. Just gotta let you know.
Yeah. By the way,
I saw it a lot.
Poison Rouge.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
It is.
Not very good rouge.
Written by Samuel Marella, starring Roberto Scorza
Hot.
Yeah.
as Daniel, Mr. Hottie.
Yeah.
And we have Flora Giannatasio. All right, I might need help with this one.
Was this the goddess?
Yeah.
She's also hot. Not featured a lot, but very hot.
Yeah, she is.
But her boobs were like a sculpture.
I know. That's what I was thinking too, man.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that last scene, she was real hot.
Yeah.
Where you could see like her whole body.
Oh,
you know, her boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Flora
It was just
Giannatasio.
also-
So that was some goddessness.
Yeah.
Fertility goddess right there.
I know that I'm on a Diablo kick, but this is like the story of how they summon Lilith in Diablo, by the way. The blood willingly given, and then we get Lilith. This bitch is Lilith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
All right. So
Flora Giannatasio.
that's it, isn't it?
It is.
Damn, Bo.
Yeah.
Giannatasio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Italian.
Okay. Man, we're going to start making you say the freaking names.
Wow.
Flora Giannatasio.
Sonos piacente.
As Ishtar.
Is that really what this is? Ishtar?
Yep.
All right. God.
That's what she's credited as, yeah.
Does that make our poor bastard Gilgamesh?
Yeah. Or like, who gets their dick chopped off in Babylonian mythology? Horus?
Probably a lot of them.
Horus?
And that's a bit Egyptian, but
Osiris?
also Egyptian. But Osiris does get his dick chopped off. It's one of the final accoutrement reattached to him, and that's why when the the casket thing of his was built with an erection.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like, because we sewed this bitch back on, and hard it stayed.
Because in this little book he has, you kind of see at the end of the movie, it's like a star.
Oh, yeah.
And you see Ishtar on one point. I think Osiris on another point. Isis is up top.
That's actually like a reference to like hidden skulls and esotericism, which is like secret societies that believe that humans evolved from like, they refer to it as a vegetablist state.
Carrots and stuff?
Exactly, like carrots and stuff. Like people would photosynthesize, and that's how like evolution occurred until finally they started ingesting and like meat and stuff, and that's how we arrived at our final state of evolution, which is what we are currently. Well, not final state, because they think we're on the precipice of another sociological and or mental evolution, which is probably not inaccurate, but
This isn't even our final form.
it's not. We're gonna get much dumber.
Yeah. As I feel the plastic like
Yeah.
engulf my ball sack,
Yeah.
I feel like I got an evolution coming up.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be good.
No, not for nobody.
Everybody's got plastic in them.
Yeah.
Specifically the ball sack, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, some people inject that with silicone too. Do you know about silicone balls?
What?
Have you seen a big set of silicone balls?
Yeah.
Listen, they're out there among us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Why?
heavy inflated
Like
testicles.
Why?
elephant balls.
They're into it.
I seen a fucking wild video. Yeah, just freaking huge fucking
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bowling bag.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just swinging it. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Also not for me, but
Yeah, I'm just like, why?
they
What's
like
the
it.
point?
Just fucking why not? Don't you want to have a giant set of fucking balls, Lise?
Yeah, when you pay that stripper
No.
to step on you, don't you want it to have a good target?
No,
I don't
no to all those things.
No.
I don't know why you would do it other than making fucking weird ass videos.
No, I like to see it.
Our dude, Damizanio Cristoforo, is the producer for this movie. I think he might have been the original director. And then he got caught up working on fucking a movie called like Torment or something. And so he enlisted Poison Rouge to direct this movie.
Great drag name.
And he
That's what I thought.
wanted her to be the star in the movie. Because originally it was a woman star. And Poison Rouge changed it to a male star. And it was also supposed to be kind of like a dark comedy sort of movie. And
it definitely changed course somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, well, I didn't get that at all.
yeah, she took out all the comedy bits. That's all I have. Unless somebody wants to do a history lesson on each star.
No.
Well,
I don't.
it's not. It's probably among the more convoluted mythologies is Babylonian.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it is
anything about
considered one of the. It's all I know about it is like esoteric lore, though, which it's like one of the. Ishtar is really profound in pretty much all hidden schools of esotericism.
I read that she's like the first recorded god deity figure.
Right.
Okay.
And her counterparts are in, like in Egyptian, it's what's her name? You said her name earlier.
Inanna. Oh, Isis.
Isis.
Okay, yeah.
They tend to represent like the moon and also sometimes Mercury, which is like desire, according to like esotericism.
Uh-huh.
And then that gets translated, into like Eastern mythologies and Greek mythology, and we haven't really made it into Western yet because Western is still
sucks.
Well, we're still. The theory is that Western society is still undergoing stages of social and mental evolution, and that's why we don't have any cool things to talk about, except for like Elon Musk.
Yeah, I know, man. I wish we had like some cool mythology.
All
we have is like, oh, this dude got ate by a whale, and it sucks.
I know, and that's not even ours either. We took that one too.
She's the goddess of fertility and fucking all
but
kinds
also
of
like
shit.
war, and she's considered like
love,
yeah,
and like everything.
Yeah, she issues Gilgamesh the mission to go slay Tiamat, which is one of the because you'd call her like an eldritch horror.
I played Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like that, but like worse.
Yeah, the thing at the end of it says Ishtar, the goddess of sexual love and fertility.
Okay, so this is a specific shade of Ishtar.
Yeah, it said like Assyrian or something.
Sumerian?
I don't know what it said. But
Sumerian calls her Anana.
Anana.
Enana. I don't know. Something like that. It looks like a nana. Mm-hmm. Banana.
We're veering off course.
What do you say? We'll crack this bitch open.
All right. Let's do it.
Take it away.
Well, we open with what I referenced as a shitty dream sequence.
Yeah.
So not a great start for me, apparently.
All I wrote is, wake up, grab a brush, put a little makeup.
I knew we were saying lyrics here.
Yeah, you got the weird fucking voice calling, help me, Daniel, I'm in the bathroom. And then the dad's voice going, that's not me, Daniel, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go in there.
Which I guess I didn't know when I wrote that, because later it's revealed that that's probably just another flashback type deal.
Oh,
Not really a dream, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I should have revisited that note.
Our main character, Daniel, is, looks like revisiting his old family home or something.
Yeah, he wakes up apparently after a bender or something. I don't know. He wakes up somewhere.
Yeah, he wakes up on a bench.
And then just starts walking home, and that's the cue for our opening credits.
Yeah.
Pretty cinematography, and I actually like the soundtrack for this one too.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad.
It's hard to not make Italy look pretty, even if they are in the ghetto, which they were.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking nice place. Yeah, the cinematography is awesome in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if just because it's different, we've been, the same people doing basically the same movie 3 times.
Well, it's
But,
also got him walking around. We don't cut to like other places in these other movies.
True.
We've got our set, and that's where our film happens.
Yeah, we are rarely outside.
Yeah, and we
in the
cut
guinea pig
to a
movies.
lot of pretty places in this one.
Yeah.
With a really pretty dude in it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he gets to his...
And we saw his dick.
We saw his dick.
Which you don't see much.
We saw him do shit to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a fun way.
So he gets home.
Yeah.
Starts stripping his fucking clothes off.
Yeah, my note says arrives at childhood home and either does a strip tease or is just hot and disrobing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing something.
I think it's just the latter.
I don't know. It kind of looked like strip tease, and he leaves his shoes on the steps, which is an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think he makes it out of the bathroom.
I don't think he planned on leaving. Yeah.
Yeah. He says something like mother's screams and father's moans are still here trapped in the walls forever.
It means we were raping the mom, right?
That's immediately where my mind went, was like the dad freaking...
Yeah, the moans.
Sexually harassing him or sexually assaulting the mom.
That seems a little rapey.
I don't know. I can't hear the word moan without sexualizing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of moaning in this film, but it's not sexual.
Yeah.
A lot of penetration in this movie, too.
A lot of penetration. And I'd argue it is not sexual.
I had no problems not sexualizing the penetration.
Yeah, my dick was not hard. I have in this sequence also our first jump scare, which is where they first like show the unidentified goddess at this point, like just walking by in the background.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which this movie's not really like a jump scare type series. Mm-mm. This series isn't like a jump scare type. So
yeah.
That was kind of new.
Yeah. It is a little different.
Oh, and then we get his first line, other than the flashback, which is, "She's coming, crawling underneath my skin," and then I put ... I want to fuck her in a pool of blood until my dick explodes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I also wrote down that line.
Which really sets the tone.
Fucking great. Yeah. I want to fuck her in a pool of blood till my dick explodes.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow. That was a good one.
I don't know if I've ever actually been in love, because I've never felt like this about anything.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
He says, "Here are the keys." And he unrolls probably the worst looking knives I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, first, before this, he puts his bag in the bidet.
Mm-hmm.
And that just bothered me. And I wanted to point it out.
It's a weird place for a bag.
So I remember on the first watch through thinking, that was really fucking weird.
Yeah, strange to put it in the bidet. That's a strange place for the bag.
That's what that was, a bidet?
Yeah.
That's a common like restroom setup in that part of the world. The bidet is a separate, it's right next to the toilet typically, and it's its own situation.
So you get off the toilet and you go sit on the secondary toilet?
Well, it's like designed to help spray what needs sprayed. Yeah.
I think when we watched it, I said something like, I think that's a bidet. I don't know for sure, though.
A lot of places have been modernized, but like if you're like Italy is a good example of a part of the world that sort of refutes a lot of like modernization. So that's how a lot of the restroom situations will look. But yeah, because I put rummaging through the bidet bag in my notes, which made me realize I needed to mention the bidet bag.
Yeah, and I kind of thought these knives were like maybe like old like ritual knives or something.
That's what I thought at first too, because they're just so shitty looking.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're supposed to be.
Well, they obviously are. Yeah, I wrote lights candles and cuts open palm, which is like my least favorite thing to happen in every time it's ever happened. I don't know why we're always chopping up in our palms.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's going to make the rest of your activities much harder.
Uh-huh.
I fucking hate it.
Cut anywhere else.
Hate it so much.
Cut your arms like a good bitch. Stop cutting your palms open.
Yeah, dude. And like
he was like going at it with that fucking...
And like the flappiness of it.
Yeah,
that kind of got
around.
me.
He then tongue fucks his new palm hole, I write.
Yeah, that was great. He just starts licking it and then it's like...
That's a vagina.
That was a fucking vagina.
It's vagina hand.
That was a fucking vagina hand, yeah.
Should have fucked it.
He
should have
just
fucked it.
licking it. Yeah, that was great.
He does a little first date on himself, I guess.
He does duct tape his hand closed.
Duct tape his hand closed.
And then starts sniffing poppers, is what I wrote. Do you
Is that
guys
what
know
that
what poppers are? Do straight people know about poppers?
I sort of know what it is, yes.
Just to loosen up your butt.
Well, yeah, they usually come in little jars just like this, like what he's inhaling, and they're inhalants.
Okay.
See, I didn't realize what they looked like.
I thought it was smelling salts.
And so that's
No,
what I kept
that was
asking
straight up
Chris, like,
poppers.
what is that?
You can't tell me those weren't poppers.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
them sitting by our bed right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize what they looked like.
Relaxes your...
Relaxes everything, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are people who go to extremes with poppers. You can, like, damage yourself from inhalants pretty much across the board. So I'm not, like, pro poppers or anything, but, like, within reason. I mean, everything in moderation, right? This guy was not in moderation, but...
No, he was not.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought they were like smelling salts or something. I don't know why he would
I guess you
use them.
could kind of equate poppers to smelling salts, but, like, I've never used smelling salts that don't smell like ammonia,
Yeah.
and I don't care for that.
It's not good. Wake you right the fuck up, though.
They sure do. They are effective.
Oh, man. Okay. And then he takes his knife to his forehead.
We have our second jump scare from unidentified lady first.
Yeah, I was going to say he's talking to himself in the mirror first.
Uh-huh.
Laughing, saying fuck you. And then we get the female reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, but then he sure does start slicing into his forehead.
Mm-hmm. With a very dull knife.
It's okay because the tools with which he slices into his forehead change.
Yeah.
He ends up with a screwdriver.
Yeah, he starts with this dull ass knife and makes these weird
That was
cuts.
thick fucking knife,
Yeah.
dude.
It was a wild looking...
It was crazy. Yeah. It looks like one of those, like, it looks like something we saw at that freaking Native American museum we went to. Like shit that they made back in the day to, like, use as knives.
Yeah.
like 1600s.
Yeah. Like, it looks like some fucked up shit.
That's some
Unfortunate.
hard rot knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he pulls out a freaking razor blade and goes over the cuts.
There, yeah. I was going to
box
say,
cutter,
then the
yeah.
box knife thing
The box
comes out.
cutter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then takes the fucking screwdriver, too.
We see a lot of screwdriver in this film.
Do you think it's like a mind's eye sort of thing? Like, why is he so focused on the forehead?
I would think
cuts
so.
like an actual hole.
This is another esoteric thing, I think. Because there is like sort of the bastardized version of it is the third eye, but the eye is important for people on what's called the path of the fool, which is mean you're faced upwards into the unknown. But I mean, I might be reading way too much into it.
That's what art's for, but as I become
No,
more...
it's got to be something because
Yeah.
it shows like from the inside, like the hole.
It sure does.
And then it keeps like covering it and uncovering it. And then
yeah, it's obviously something
we go from
trying
that
to-
hole to the cave.
Which I thought that was really cool, actually.
I did too.
And this is where we get it's really pretty with
Yeah, it's
scenery.
nice spot.
And he's really pretty in it.
Yeah.
It's like the goddess is inside him, right?
Okay, so well,
that does seem to
before-
be his that does seem to be his ethos.
And
far.
so maybe he's trying to birth it
yeah,
through the forehead, like Athena.
yeah, something like that.
Wrong mythology, I guess.
I guess so. But before we see the big hole in the head, he says something like, "The screams you hear in the walls are only yours, Daniel."
Yeah, it's a flashback of his psychologist saying to him,
Well, I thought it was weird because earlier he said something like his dad's moans and his father's screams are in the walls still, and now it's like the only screams in these walls are yours.
Yeah.
And then he's in the kitchen making coffee or something,
yeah.
cutting his arm. And then his dad, I think, is like, "Daniel, what the hell are you doing?" And then, and then we get the freaking leg.
I have drill to the knee and then the flashback with cock out on a beach.
Yep.
So I don't have
that's
the
how it is.
flashback till a bit.
Well, he kind of pauses for like cigarette breaks in between mutilation
I do write that down
sessions.
as well, because one of my last notes
Yeah.
is more smoking.
Yeah.
Nice lips.
I think that's when we get the majority of our flashbacks is when he's lost in thought.
Yeah, because I have after this, I have the flashback with the psychologist right after he screw drives his own forehead open. And then I have him coming back to the current situation where he takes a drill to the side of his knee.
Yeah, he says, I must make a hole in this asshole's head.
He does say, I must make a hole in this asshole's head, but drills his
and
leg
then
open.
drills a fucking drill into his own leg.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know if this was a translation thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
He did already make a hole in the asshole's head, so
Yeah.
I guess he's not wrong.
Yeah.
And, if you really want to drill a hole, you're going to want to get a drill bit. A Phillips head screwdriver,
Well, yeah.
not going to work.
I think it worked pretty well.
He got in there.
More than I thought it would.
He doesn't portray... This is what I think the poppers were for.
Yeah, because he's like not upset about
He
any of
doesn't
this.
react to this drill he's putting in his leg at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would be my guess. Then I have the flashback to the beach
Yeah, and then he does the freaking head thing.
where the so far unidentified lady is beckoning for Danielle to help her.
I know. I wish we got like some subtitles or something what she was saying.
Well, a lot of it wasn't Italian either.
Yeah, it was.
So I don't know what it was, but a lot of that was not Italian.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts and the most cringy is what comes next. I
Yeah,
have
when he's in the bathroom.
selfie time
Uh-huh.
with where he says pretty specifically that I'll post this on Facebook and I'll
On the
get
Facebook.
18 million likes in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I post this on the Facebook.
He references this a couple times later, which is
I know.
I didn't know if this was an attempt at like social commentary.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Because later he refers to himself as I'm a social icon.
Yeah.
After he takes another selfie.
Yeah. I know. It's very weird.
Destroying yourself for others' entertainment.
Yeah, that's got to be just really contrived commentary.
Yeah. It's a little heavy-handed.
Yeah, and then plays with his freaking head wound for a little bit.
Yeah, it starts fingering forehead hole, and then we move on to the screwdriver into the toenail bit of our film.
Yeah.
And that was where I cringed, not like cringy, it like made me wince
Yeah.
to watch.
It was fucking rough.
I was writhing
Yeah, that hurt me a
in
lot.
my chair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything has got me like that.
No, it hurt me a lot.
Yeah.
Well, because this is also the first like self-mutilation he does where he also reacts to having done it because he
Yeah.
he actually behaves as though he's just shoved a screwdriver into his toe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's nice.
And the fucking and he bites his
Yeah.
own arm.
He does do that. Well, and then they take mercy on us a bit and they like sort of pan away and then it cuts to him placing all his nails on the countertop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he peels like one big chunk of freaking toenail.
Yeah.
And then he goes back for the second piece he left behind.
Yeah, he does.
And you just see the whole fucking nail bed.
I hate that.
He's just like wiggling it
I hate
around.
that a lot.
Yeah, it was so gross.
Yeah,
gross.
I didn't think Lisa's going to make it.
It was not great.
It was bad.
I wish I could get my gays to keep watching these things. I'd pay for their reactions to this.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I've got his soliloquy about
Yeah.
walls and his own psychosis.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. Started out shitty news of the day. Trump won the election in the U.S.
Yeah.
Dude.
I just think that was fucking great.
And then we go on to, which, England
He
trying to
built a
exit
wall
Britain
then-
and
yeah.
other countries also on about building walls.
Yeah. Now everybody wants to build walls.
And here I am. What does he say? I should have written down what he said
Behind my
here.
own walls. What a reactionary
I am.
become,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
He says something like, meanwhile, in a yellow house, there's a guy poking holes in his own head to go to the other side or something along
what a
those lines.
reactionary I am.
Yeah.
Get a grip.
Yeah, dude.
Get a grip.
A guy poking holes in his own head to go to the other
Get
side.
a
Yeah.
grip.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, it dated the film.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah.
I don't think these films are like the place to make
Political.
well, especially such
yeah.
such specific.
Yeah.
Like Trump won the election in America.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was weird. It kind of just takes you out of it, you know?
I know. Yeah. It was a very strange part. Like, that's why I remembered it because it was just so weird.
I feel like Poison Rouge made this happen. I don't want to blame anybody, but
Yeah, this is a fucking Poison Rouge thing.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
yeah. Then I have more smoking,
Yeah.
where he displays nice lips and flashbacks of him naked in the spiral staircase,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is a very tight spiral.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a hell of a fucking staircase.
Yeah.
I stayed at a hostel where that was the stairs all the way up to the 3rd story was just a staircase just like
fucking
this.
dizzy just going up the stairs.
It was wild because like I could see as soon as I took one step on the stairs, I could see up to the next level, but I still had to like take 9 steps to actually get there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tall, so it was just strange.
Yeah,
It was
that's
strange.
fucking weird.
Yeah, just put a pole up or something.
Yeah, just chill out, you know.
like a fireman's pole.
Or just like fire escape or something.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Or just regular stairs. I mean, come on, Italy.
Well, it's like I understand the like economics of a spiral staircase. They take up significantly less space. So I get it architecturally, but
yeah,
it was silly.
And that's that's the cultural difference thing.
I mean, okay.
They're all about, taking up less space.
Right. Well, I mean, you can do like a basket and a pulley thing.
Yeah.
That would be cooler.
You could pull yourself, unless you're a pussy.
It would take up the same amount of space.
It would take up the same amount of space. Then we segue into our sounding portion of the event.
Time to fuck a goddess.
I said fucking a goddess is apparently code for sounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the goddess is fucking him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says something like, now the best part. Fucking the goddess.
Yeah.
Fucking the goddess in a pool of blood.
Hey, man.
She's salty. She's so salty.
She's so salty, yeah. And then, he starts running a freaking bath, and he's like, I thought he was drawing like symbols with his blood at first, because he's like rubbing his blood all over the bottom of the tub.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he really was or not. And then, he goes into the fucking screwdriver in his dick.
Which, the stance he's making is exactly how I'd say 90% of the dick pics I've received look. He's got his, he's standing right in front of the mirror and the sink, and he's got his dick setting on top of the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's how most dick pics I've received have looked. I don't know if you can chime in on this.
I'm just trying to remember. I don't think I got very many on the sink.
Oh, see, I feel like that's where they all take their dick pics.
Yeah.
They're never good looking, though.
No, straight men are historically really bad at dick pics.
Yeah, you gotta work on your lighting.
It is a lighting situation.
And
it looks like the
angles.
last picture of them taken alive. And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And he sure does. He just inserts a screwdriver right into his urethra.
Yeah. Just puts it right in there.
Yeah.
And then he kind of goes in and out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like twisting it around and shit. Yeah, he really got into it, man.
It looked pretty fucking realistic, too.
It hurt.
Man.
It looked like a dick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then takes more pictures.
Yeah.
He does take more pictures. This is where we get the I'm a social icon.
Social icon, yep. Here's my semen for the goddess.
Yeah.
Bloody
My
semen. And then it
semen
shows
of
the blood
my bloody
shooting
semen.
out of his penis.
Yeah, it was
Was
like
this
he was
before-
coming blood.
But before this, he also does his after the sounding bit with the screwdriver, which was impactful. He is it a what's it called when you chop the foreskin off? My mind's blank.
Circumcision?
Is it a circumcision? He chops the fuck up out of his dick and sews it back together.
like a castration.
Castration.
Yeah.
Because he engages in a bit of that, I think, before this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's after.
Is it after?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was difficult for me to take notes on this part because I was just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably got
self-harm involving a penis affected me more than I anticipated, but it did.
No, that was...
that
was gross.
I became very sensitive. It hurt.
Yeah, that's rough.
and then he throws up,
he starts
and then he
puking a
says
lot.
something like, "Don't leave me alone. I did it for you."
Yeah, I think he's starting to doubt his goddess.
Yeah. And then he says, "Maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. Everything is so beautiful."
And he says, "Quit being a fucking pussy." Cuts his dick off.
Yeah.
He starts that with a fucking shitty knife, too.
He sure does.
Starts out with a real bad knife.
Yeah.
It was a little better than the other ones.
Yeah.
And then he puts a
The
fucking
skin's
zip
also
tie
much
around it.
thinner, though, so it might not have been better. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
probably easier to cut through your dick than your forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He puts a little wiener tourniquet on.
He sure does.
Yeah, and then he gets the better knife.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
just
referenced these
cuts it
tourniquets a couple times, like the time he put one on his leg on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Did we notice the
Yeah,
zip
that's
tie?
what Chris
Oh,
said
yeah.
too. Chris
Okay,
said you're
I
supposed
wrote that
to put
specifically.
That above.
That's what I wrote too. I was like, this is the wrong side of the wound, sir. But
Yeah.
it's okay because he duct taped that one too.
Yeah.
But okay. I
He just duct tapes everything.
Yeah. Well, What you gonna do?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We gotta get the goddess out.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he just fucking cuts it completely
Cuts
off,
that
and then he
wiener
just has a
smooth.
hole just pouring fucking blood.
Yeah.
leaves the balls.
He does leave the balls. I thought
Yeah.
that was a choice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Which I guess, I don't know. Every time I always think about castration, I think you just take it all off.
I think the balls gotta go. What purpose? What's the purpose?
I guess maybe you still get like some testosterone production, right?
Not really, just
I
semen
was like, I don't
storage.
think so.
You produce most of your testosterone by working out your legs.
The fucking balls do something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They produce semen that you no longer have a way of ejaculating. Seems like a bad plan. I say take the balls.
Yeah, I definitely
If anything,
would've.
yeah.
If I was cutting my fucking shit off, I'd
Yeah,
take it all
take
off.
the balls too.
Well, I mean, if you could just have balls.
Then you can just wear skinny jeans. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and then he gets into the fucking bathtub.
I have his foray into Judaism.
And then, yeah.
That's when he gets into the bathtub, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was like, I didn't write down all the shit he was saying when he got into the bathtub.
Oh, what the fuck have I done?
He goes on some rants.
Accept my sacrifice.
Uh-huh.
He laments that he's done everything perfectly.
And stabbed himself in the gut.
He does start cutting out his own shit, yeah.
Yeah, plays with his guts.
I said he used it as a stress ball in his tub of sadness.
Ah.
Sinks into the bathtub and Ishtar comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote Lilith emerges.
Yeah.
And then she starts taking selfies.
She does immediately take some selfies. Good for her.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
She's going to make way more money on OnlyFans than he will.
Yeah, for sure.
Just by default.
First thing she does.
Well, I mean, her tits looked like sculptures. She looked like a sculpture.
She was admiring herself in the mirror, and then she was like, I gotta take some selfies.
Yeah, the people need to know about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had some...
She's the real social icon.
If I had some big old titties, I'd take pictures of them all the time.
Yeah, her body was... it looked like a depiction in a textbook about anatomy or something.
She had a very nice body.
Yeah. Covered in blood.
Yeah.
I sexualized the goddess.
Oh, yeah. They knew what they were doing. Her eyebrows were threaded, too.
Yeah.
I don't think Ishtar is getting her eyebrows threaded, but that's okay. I might be wrong.
And then, it's just dead body in the bathtub.
Yeah. Decomposing.
And then the same thing that he said before. You who have already seen, why didn't you tell me about the infinite black horizon that's waiting for us all?
Oh, yeah. I thought that was pretty poetic.
Yeah, because I was like, he's already said, like, we've already seen that scene before, kind of, where he says that.
And it seemed kind of weird because he sunk down into the bathtub.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then the goddess comes
she
out.
She came out, but then we see the dead body.
And then, he's all propped up on the bathtub, so I'm not really
I mean,
sure
the
what
whole
happened.
time I was just thinking that it's kind of like what we've seen before where he's literally just fucking insane.
I mentioned psychosis a few times in my notes.
Yeah. Like, I think he's literally just crazy and he just thought he was summoning some goddess.
He didn't summon Ishtar?
No, I
don't
think
think
he
so.
just fucking killed himself and he thought he summoned a goddess.
I think he mistook the penis blood for drag and then took some more selfies.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then died in the fucking bathtub.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit about
Penis blood?
castration and shit on about Ishtar. I think it even shows it. You took a picture of it, the little last bit. Something about making eunuchs, changing men into women and women into men.
Yeah.
Ishtar's does whatever the fuck she wants, I guess.
Well, that's probably one of the oldest recorded cults on the planet is for that bitch. Are you having to zoom in on that man's penis? Don't do
No.
him like that.
She's looking at dick pics right now.
Poem
Not
known
that
as
small.
the Era says more specifically that the goddess changed them from men into women in order to show the people piety. And the process here may well have been castration.
Yeah, this was some cult rituals that were occurring then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking he chopped his wiener off, took a couple more selfies, and then died in the bathtub.
Yeah, he said, "Aren't I a pretty goddess?" and then fucking died in the bathtub. Stress balling his own innards.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he sank into the bathtub came back up, thought he had transformed into a goddess, went to the mirror, looked at himself, took some pictures, got back in the tub, and died.
As a good social icon should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta post to the Facebook.
Yeah.
That's what dated it the
18
most.
million likes.
18 million likes in 1 hour
Yeah.
on the Facebook. The Facebook.
I know, man. It killed me when he said the Facebook.
Did he say the Facebook?
He did. He did not say Facebook. He said the Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that they would have changed if they made this movie this year is that it would have been Twitter instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or TikTok.
Or TikTok. That'd be a sick TikTok. You'd get banned for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if they actually like put it on Facebook. That would have been awesome.
Surely. Can't you kind of do whatever you want on Facebook? I haven't been on Facebook in a long time now. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
I watched a thing where a lady had started a tribe of people who they like to soak their hair in aged urine. And they also like to take shots of urine to their eyes. And when it's red, it's because you just haven't done enough urine shots yet. So they just keep doing the urine shots until the redness goes away.
Fuck yeah.
That was on Facebook. Is that what Facebook is?
Wow.
Could be. I know, like the what the fuck's it called? The people that got to sift through all the images to make sure there's no, fucking child porn and fucking murders and shit are just super fucked up because all I see is fucking insanity
Oh, yeah.
that they have to fucking block and shit. They got to sift through like every image that gets uploaded.
Is there people that do that? Or surely it's just like a program at this point?
Well, yeah, maybe nowadays it is. It's been a couple of years since I read that.
There's probably like a person in charge of that, surely, because you got to have someone to blame.
Yeah, they're all fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. We should check out their computer.
Well, that's the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? It was okay.
See, I don't know.
It was not my least favorite in this franchise so far.
Out of the American ones, you'd probably put it in front of Bouquet, right?
Yeah, it's better than Bouquet.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's hot, and
He's
that
hot.
matters a lot to me.
Yeah. He's definitely hot.
And I didn't think the effects that we got to play Party 2 were bad.
No, not at all.
I thought the toes, specifically the toe portion of our event, really did me in.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I don't think anything has made me fucking squirm as
and
much
that
as
looked like a dick shooting blood. That straight up looked like a pea spurting dick.
There
Blood
was that
spurting
part on Bouquet with the tongue wiggling thing, but I think that hit me on a different level than just
I think that was a
pure gross.
that was a thing specifically for you.
Yeah. I felt that in my toe,
Yeah.
and I don't want to feel it again. I'll never
Or
look
do
out a
you?
little stubby fucking flathead screwdriver the same way ever again.
Oh god, yeah. I think a lot of that was the actor actually finally reacting to some of the self-harm he was participating in.
Yeah.
Because he finally reacts to some of the damage having occurred.
Now-
Because that forehead slicing didn't seem to faze him at all.
Yeah. Now they do. People do compare this one to "He Never Dies," or Japanese Guinea Pig 3.
I guess kind of.
Do you think there's any similarities?
No, I was like, I guess I could kind of see how they compare, but it's not really the same.
Do you think there's any point in this movie where he should have died and he didn't?
I think if you chop off your dick,
Yeah.
I mean,
you're probably not going to make it.
He died soon after that.
That's
though.
true.
Yeah.
When he put the tourniquet on the wrong part of his leg, he probably would have kept losing a lot of blood there.
Yeah.
I guess if you hit like a
If there's an
fucking
artery there.
There is an artery there. That's always my problem with these movies when they're cutting off fucking legs and then the people are just alive still. And I'm like, there's a major artery there. They're not just gonna fucking live through that blood loss.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think he would definitely survive for the forehand shit.
Yeah, that was like superficial.
You just wrote all over your forehead.
Oh,
So
you did, in
smart.
fact.
Yeah, well, I was marking the spot for when I start drilling in my head.
He said, oh, I was taking notes during this film. Plot out the course.
Yeah, and fucking what else? I don't know. I don't think, other than the dick chopping, which he eventually dies from, I don't think there's any like portion where he should have died. I don't think I can relate this to He Never Dies.
No, I
Well,
think He
that's-
Never
yeah.
Dies was also not like, this one had a tentative plot
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think relates to He Never Dies.
Yeah.
And yeah, the level of mutilation, I think, is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that the self-mutilation thing is like the only real.
Yeah, it's probably just self-harm. That's probably the only like.
Because he never dies. He slits his wrist. He slits his throat.
Yeah.
He pulls his own guts out, and he's just like hanging out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when he starts stress balling his guts, he literally dies in that bathtub. So
Yeah.
I think
this movie's nothing like He Never Dies.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
no.
All right. I guess it's time to rate this shit, huh?
Okay.
Well, would you guys recommend this movie for a mainstream audience? Are people missing out by not watching this movie?
I don't think I would recommend this movie to anyone, honestly. It's not a very good movie.
I keep forgetting to rate the box art. Well, not necessarily rate it, but talk about it.
I don't know. I think this one is not at all original and also not related to anything we see happen.
Well, he's got his big butcher knife, and you see our goddess in the reflection of the butcher knife.
I guess that's true.
And there's a hole in his head, I guess.
Oh, yeah, there is.
I know. I was like, it took me a minute to really see what was going on here.
That's like drawn, isn't it?
I think it's highly, I think it's a highly overly rendered picture.
Not bad. We also have an alternative cover.
Okay.
This is the problem with dealing with like box art stuff is thousands of them.
Yeah.
This one's better.
I do like this one better. You got him sitting in the bathtub. It's all like just like blocky colors, right? Solid.
Yeah, stylized.
Stylized,
Yeah.
Black silhouette with the fucking hole in his head. Bloody bathtub says sacrifice.
This seems more on brand than the other one.
Yeah.
I know we don't get the reflection of the bitch in the blade, but he didn't use a knife like that ever.
That was his dick chopping knife.
Oh, was it?
The final chop.
That looked like a real knife. He fucking engaged in some shenanigans in the knife department in this film.
Yeah. Well, he takes a shitty knife to his dick and does the cut, tourniquets, then grabs the 8-inch chef knife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a better
Finishes the
knife.
job.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I still didn't think it was like a great knife.
It was a good knife.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It wasn't a butter knife.
He was like chubbed up for the beach scene, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Oh, yeah, dude. If it was me, dude, I'd be fluffing that shit all the time.
I think that's what he did too.
Yeah, you got to. You can't go full flaccid.
You can. Statue David's like the most famous statue on the planet.
Yeah, and they just gave him a small wiener just so everybody would like feel good about themselves.
Wieners have historically not been gigantic. It wasn't until like recently recorded history that we started getting big dicks, and that's mostly hormones.
Yeah, chickens.
Yeah, our food got fucked, and so now we got big dicks.
Shit. Okay, so yeah, I think you could probably pass on this one. There's a
I don't think I'd recommend it either, though.
a couple crazy gore scenes, that's for sure.
That's the thing. If someone was like specifically into like sounding, I guess, I'd be like, well, you gotta see this.
Yeah.
If you're like, man, I don't see enough wieners in movies, especially wiener trauma.
That is a whole movement.
This is your movie.
It's mostly straight dudes too. They want the wiener.
I just think it's dumb that we see women just naked all the time.
Yeah,
in
we see
movies,
full
but-
bush and like labia.
Yeah.
Pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Well, and that was what our director Poison Rouge has said.
Well, that checks out.
Reason
That she wanted it to be a male instead of female.
that she changed it to a male, yeah.
So I think we should engage in sounding. Said she chose to show lead actor Roberto Scorza nude since so many other horror films traditionally focused on female nudity, but she ended up receiving a lot of negative reactions because of it. I bet she did.
Yeah, well,
I think that was one of the redeeming points of this film.
Me too.
yeah, it probably wouldn't have been the same if it was
a
female.
woman fucking
yeah.
herself with a
Yeah.
screwdriver, that's not the same.
No, it would not have been the
as
same if it
fucking
was a
sounding
female
yourself
character.
with one. I'm on Poison Rouge's side with this. I don't think
Me
she
too.
needed to add the fucking plot point about Trump, but I'm here for the sounding. I think that was the correct decision.
Yeah, I think changing it to a male was the best.
I agree. And he was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some hotties in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The goddess Ishtar was also really hot.
Yeah.
Good for them. Would you recommend this film, Chris?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff in it. I don't know if I'd want to sit through the rest of the movie again just to see it.
You'd have to pay me to actually watch it again, probably.
Yeah, it's a short one. I mean, it's an hour, but
Yeah.
there's a lot more gore than I originally thought, but there's still not a lot. You got the head shit, you got the hand vagina, drill the leg, peel the toenail, cut the wiener.
Yeah. No, I mean, there was some, but not as much as you would expect.
Ironically, I think the gore that they did have was done really well.
Mhm.
But yeah, it wasn't. This is just not a. You can tell that it wasn't a guinea pig movie, and that they just bought it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, while I guess I wouldn't like super recommend it.
Because there's also not an eyeball scene.
Yeah. I would probably just recommend it to somebody that wants to watch all the fucking guinea pig movies.
Yeah.
Completionists.
Yeah, I mean, you know, most of our complaints with the guinea pig movies have been the bad special effects and the fucking bad sound effects.
And the atrocious acting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think the special
And-
effects in all these guinea pig movies are pretty fucking good.
I think the
And
practical
I
effects in
think
most of them.
I think that they've got better.
Yeah.
I think that this was good.
They should. This bitch was 2017.
Yeah.
All right. Let's rate this bitch.
All
Lisa,
right.
what is your rating?
I'm gonna give it 1.5 stars.
1.5
Said it was okay.
star.
It was-
I liked it.
No, I didn't really like it. I didn't hate it as much as I thought after I watched it a second time.
All right. Bo, what are you rating this one?
Not much better than Lisa. I guess I'll give it like a 2. I'll give it a 2.5. I don't care for the. I think the like actual acting of our protagonist. Is he a protagonist?
I
Sure.
don't know.
Our main character. There's not really
Yeah.
like a. But I don't think any of the voice lines added anything to it. I think they were the most negative part of it.
Yeah.
It
I
was
hated the
it-
voiceover thing.
the random voiceovers seemed to mostly engage in like weird social commentary that didn't land. It also dated the film. Because otherwise that film could have taken place at any time period, and
Yeah.
now it's just quite obviously while Trump was the president.
Yeah.
And while Facebook mattered to people.
2016, I guess.
Yeah. Was that 26? Yeah, because Obama was
Because
twice.
Obama was 08 and then 2012. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll give it a 2. I want to say higher than that. I think all the practical effects are really strong. No, okay, I'll give it a 3. We'll go 3.
Okay.
I wish any of the actors in any of these things were good at like delivering lines, but no one is.
Well,
I know.
I didn't think I was going to copy you, Bo, because I thought you were going 2.5, but now
Are you doing
I am.
3?
Because I'm going
Yeah,
3.
it's like a fine film, you know.
Yeah, from a technical standpoint, this is a decent movie.
Yeah.
The cinematography's awesome. I like all the lighting, the fucking candles in the bathroom's cool.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the stuff is better.
Yeah.
For sure. But I just don't like it.
The special effects are good.
Yeah.
We've seen some new things.
The blood shooting out of the dick was like 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me fucking recoil.
When I took a piss after this film, it affected me. I was like checking for blood.
Yeah. But when I think the movie will be better if you just watch it on mute.
I agree.
That's probably not good. The voiceover, it killed the movie.
Yeah, it only detracts.
Yeah, I hated it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with 3 stars.
Okay.
How spicy do you think the movie is, Lisa?
Oh, fuck. See, I always forget. Why do I always forget this one?
It's strange for a movie with so much self-dick mutilation to be like, meh.
I know.
It's a weird thing.
I know.
I know. What does that say about us, dude?
That might be more about us than the movie.
It might be, honestly, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to say like cheddar jalapeno Cheetos.
Okay. What
Hell
was
yeah.
last week's hot fries?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last week was hot fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with chips
Go
every
ahead.
time.
Yeah.
Chips.
Spicy chips every time.
All right, Bo. What do you got for the spicy scale?
We'll go with like, do you ever like make a bowl of cereal, but then the milk's like not good?
Yeah. You're just pouring like cottage cheese in there.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
It was almost a pleasant experience, and then it, a little chunky.
Yeah.
I know I should be going with like things I don't like. I keep saying like things I do like.
Yeah, well.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
It's an acquired taste.
Gotta chew your cereal.
Anyway, Chris, what's your spicy?
This is a... Yeah, well, I think I'm going to go with the cannoli because it's kind of dick-shaped.
Yeah.
Full of white cream.
Yeah.
This is a
This is sriracha cannoli.
sriracha cannoli.
Yeah. Yeah, that checks out.
What the fuck else? What's your what the fuck moment?
My what the fuck moment's that fucking toenail scene.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I almost changed it to the dick part, but I thought you guys were going to pick that. But you all agree about the toenail thing.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Well, I think they're all three in contention. The dick, dick thing impacted me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Bo. What you got?
I'll go with the dick shooting straight blood. Because that straight up looked like a cock
Yeah. It
spurting blood.
literally just looked like he was coming blood.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he was.
Well,
Like,
that,
I
was
mean,
the,
no,
that
that-
was the objective.
I know, but it actually looked like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it actually looked like he was just fucking coming, but it was just blood.
So kudos to them. Because even the, like, pube situation looked real.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think that's an advantage to dick special effects. You can have a big old bush on it to hide the seams of the prosthetic, right?
Well, dick prosthetics have been pretty good for like 20 years is the thing.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Some are better than
if
others.
you can make dildos, you can make dick prosthetics, right?
Well, they're like the
you know
same
what I
thing.
mean?
Okay, that
Yeah.
looks like a real fucking dick, though. If
There's
you,
there's some dildos out there.
and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some of that dick was real.
No, some of that was his dick.
Yeah.
The brutal parts, that was not his dick because it even
Yeah.
changed. That was a different dickhead that was shooting out blood, but the one that was shooting blood looked like a fucking dickhead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
I think when it was fake, it was like thicker.
Hmm.
Well, and
You know what I mean? Like, I think when it was his real dick, it wasn't.
it
Okay,
was.
yeah. Yeah, the slicing, obviously, it's...
Yeah, because then we were a thick boy.
Yeah. But when he's holding it, and yeah, it's just the dickhead,
Yeah.
that was a real dick. There's no doubt about it.
Ugh, I don't know. It hurts to think about.
I know.
I don't like
I
it.
know.
It hurts
That's pretty
me.
bad, man.
I don't like it.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to post this on Facebook, and I'm going to get 18 million likes.
That was super what the fuck. But in
Trump won the
worst
election,
way.
and he wants to build a wall.
Yeah. They can all fuck right off.
Yeah.
I'm a social icon. You bitch.
Yep.
Like, that's like, what is it? I'm 14, and this is deep.
Well, yeah, it was just so cringe.
Yeah, it was.
As soon as that first diatribe started about the I'm gonna take a selfie and I'm gonna post this on the Facebook. Yeah, I was like, this is cringe.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You cut all the voiceover out.
It's great.
This is a four-star
I
movie.
agree. I think it doesn't even need to be about summoning Ishtar.
I mean,
yeah, no, I think it would have been a lot better if it
That's true. I
didn't
mean,
have all the voiceover shit.
yeah. I did kind of like the Ishtar stuff just to have it something, you know what I mean? Just a little morsel of a...
Yeah, but barely. None of our voice. There was like a couple of the flashbacks, but otherwise, none of it really painted a way for our Ishtar storyline.
And that's why I
Yeah.
think he was just crazy. Because, yeah, like, the
Well, all of
story
this
wasn't
reads
there.
crazy
You know
to
what I
me.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it was all just, I think all the Ishtar stuff was just in his head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
we
Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have shown the dead body at the end again.
And we didn't
Yeah.
go over his little journal thing. His little journal, I guess, with his little ritual in it, all that.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
I
I
know,
don't know,
because I
but-
had just barely broached it in my notes. Like, I put, like, reading his book or something.
I didn't even.
That was it.
I guess I just didn't even notice that happen. I don't know what I was going through. I was probably still
Yeah,
reeling
well,
for
It
It's
was
around
more
the dick.
towards,
It was
yeah, it
around
was
the
more
dick
towards the
section.
Okay,
end of
so
it.
I was still like
Uh-huh.
not there.
Yeah.
I was trying so hard to keep staring at the screen, but I won't lie. Once he started actually coming blood, I was like, okay. I could feel it in my
Yeah,
balls.
no, I'm telling you, there's so many parts that I have to look away. Like, I know
Yeah.
that I miss I know that I miss things because I just can't watch all of it.
So, I mean, there is something to say about this movie. It kind of affected all three of us.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm probably not going to think about it for like weeks, like some of the fucking wild ass movies.
No, but I straight up did. I went pee right before I came here, and I straight up thought about it. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is the same angle and everything.
So it definitely made an impact on all of us. So that's saying something.
Yeah.
I guess all that's left to do is put it on our leaderboard.
Okay, so I'm going to put this above Android. So this is going in my number 8 slot.
Okay. Bo, where are you at?
Right above Notre... Yeah, same. Android of Notre Dame. I think it's right above that for me as well.
That's much higher on your list, though.
I know. I don't care for a lot of the Japanese entries, I'm going to be honest. But I care for, the first American entry less than all of them, so...
I think this leaderboard thing is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually rated Android 2 stars.
But you prefer it.
But I actually like this movie more, even though I rated it half a star less.
No, because that's more about, I think this is a better film, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I honestly debated whether I was going to put it above Flower, too. But I decided to go in between Flower and Android.
Put it above 1. Just gotta make the call. You're gonna make the hard decisions.
Okay.
So you've got 6 as your last place.
Yeah, he has Android as his bottom.
That's so... We're just not the same.
Yeah, we both have the first one as our bottom.
Devil's Experiment?
Yep.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't.
But we all have...
I'm just weirdly attached to it because it's
Bloodshot
our very
as our
first.
top still.
It is the progenitor. I understand
it's our very first podcast episode.
Yeah, but I hated it.
The eyeball carries most of my fucking love for that movie.
That's part of... You can just tell this one wasn't a guinea pig movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we all have Bloodshot as our top movie still. So.
It's got to be the best.
It is, yeah.
Is it for our
Guinea
Pig series. We have finished it.
We fucking did it.
For now, until they make a new one.
Yeah.
We'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, man, how do you feel that we're on the other side?
I feel equal measures relieved and a little bit remorseful because I know for a fact better movies and or franchises exist.
Yeah.
It is sad to watch this one go, but at the same time, I'm not interested in rewatching any of them, so I must not be that sad.
It is weird because, I do feel weirdly attached to them.
Yeah.
I don't.
But...
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it
Yeah, I'm not going to rewatch any of them.
I mean, I guess it, maybe in a few years, be like, let's throw that on.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. That's not going to happen for me.
I'd watch Bloodshot.
I guarantee you, in a few years, Chris is going to be like, hey, let's watch one of these guinea pig movies.
If this podcast becomes a thing that people pay attention to, we'll have to do some sort of reunion.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have seen all of the guinea pig movies, go back to our leaderboard, please. And we will give our final recommendations. So let's
just watch Bloodshot.
Yeah, let's hit the top 3 for all of us.
Okay.
So it's going to be Bloodshot. Bloodshot is a number 1 recommend. If you watch any guinea pig movies, it's got to be Bloodshot.
Yeah, ironically, you can't watch that one on mute because the soundtrack does a lot for it. Unfortunately, the lines don't. But
yeah,
I'm thinking Mermaid.
Okay, so I have number 1 as Bloodshot. Number 2 is Mermaid, and number 3 is Song of Solomon. And then Bo has Bloodshot, Song of Solomon, and then Flower of Flesh and Blood. And you have Bloodshot, Mermaid, Song of Solomon. So our top 3 match.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And I do think
that's crazy. I can't believe our top 3 match.
I can't either because the rest of them don't.
Yeah.
I do think that those are very good recommendations. I think you do have to watch Flower of Flesh and Blood.
That's probably why it ranks so highly for me. I feel like it's kind of I understand it wasn't the first film, but it probably is the reason the rest of these happened.
It's like the most infamous for sure.
Yeah.
So you got to do yourself a favor and watch that one just for the historical value.
And also, you just can't talk shit about our white-faced samurai.
Yeah.
Like, that guy is about his business.
Yeah. No, and that's... I'm looking at my leaderboard, and I have Flower as number 7.
Oh, that's low.
And that is very low.
Yeah. I probably have it pretty low, too.
You have it as 5.
Okay. I'm probably okay with that.
And I know that's what I'm thinking. Like, gosh, 7 seems so low, but then I don't want to change anything. So
yeah, we're locked in.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's not anything I would put. I wouldn't change it.
Is Mermaid my number 4?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say because I think it had to be between that and Flower for me.
Yeah, Mermaid's number 4, and then the one we just watched is number 5.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right, so if you're going to watch any guinea pig movies, watch Bloodshock.
Watch Bloodshock for sure. That's the best one by far.
Watch Mermaid in the Manhole.
Mermaid's good.
Watch Flower of Flesh and Blood.
Song of Solomon's all right.
Song of Solomon. Yeah, I don't...
It's just not... That almost doesn't feel like a guinea pig movie.
That's what I was going to ask.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that doesn't really feel like a guinea pig movie.
I think it's only a guinea pig movie because it's the same group of people that made it. I think.
Yeah. What feels less like a guinea pig movie, Sacrifice or Song of Solomon?
Song of Solomon.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's too much of a story in it for it to be a guinea pig movie.
And none of it has to do with mutilation, whereas the rest of guinea pig movies are like about the mutilation.
Uh-huh.
I've even seen box art for Song of Solomon that didn't have American guinea pig anywhere on it.
Well, that checks out because it has to only be included in this because it was the same group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem the same.
No.
It's a decent movie, but
they tried to make an actual movie.
And that's not American.
That's not what we were doing here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a real movie.
It is like a real movie, isn't it?
Just with really shitty actors.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Miss Cameron.
Mm-hmm. And
right.
I would say the movies not to watch would be Android and Devil's Experiment.
See, I'm going to vote for Android over the other ones.
Yeah.
See, Chris has Android as his last one. I have it as 9, which is
pretty close.
Almost last.
Yeah.
I think Devil and Doctor is bad. I think number 1 is the worst. Other than American number 1, which is also the worst.
Yeah, I really hated that first movie.
Yeah. Not great.
Do you agree with our lists? Do you disagree with our lists? Send us your lists at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com and let us know. As of right now, we're floating in the ether. Where do we go? What do we do? What do we watch next? We have broken free of our guinea pig cage.
Yeah. I assume you have something for us to watch next.
We did decide it was
Oh, you want to do Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Cannibal Holocaust next.
All right, so join us next week when we tackle a heavy hitter, Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
What do we sign off with?
Usually make us say bye, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Say bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
That's damn good.
Did you think this podcast was as good as instant noodles? Or is it more like a cobalt blue tarantula? Leave us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Get in touch with us at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com, where you can leave reviews for the movies we've been watching, recommend other movies for us to watch, or leave any questions or comments for us to answer. Either way, thanks for listening.